Shalom, shalom, shalom. This your brother Kwame Allah coming at you with another lesson. Before I get into the lesson, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who teaches truth, who rule well. Kazak Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, and this lesson is going into adultery, because that's been a topic that's been going on, because of, certain camps promote, women being in the camp. All right. But here we don't have our women around, and then even you go into a brother's house, a brother might tell the brother, hey man, tell you to send your woman upstairs, or the woman already know what it is, you know. And then even over here in Babylon, that the spirit of adultery is here heavy, man. Why? Because the first and foremost, the law is flat. All right, because the judgment of what happens when you commit adultery, which we're gonna get into, you know. But just starting out, this is a Sirach 99. All right, it says, "Sit not at all with another man's wife." All right, so but here, in Babylon, you got women, all right, in the workforce now, all right, which has been with since the '50s, since that whole Me Too movement, all right, and you got that happens a lot, in work areas, because you got women working around the men for long hours, all right, and it's what it's doing, all right, it's having people to actually meddle and get to know one another, all right. But it says sit not at all with another man's wife. It says nor sit down at her with her in thine arms, all right, chilling, trying to hold a conversation. A lot of that happens in break rooms or just going out about, especially in these bars, these clubs, you know, and and that's another thing, you're supposed to be having rule over your woman, because not brothers in the truth, but just brothers in general, or people out in the world, people let their wives go out and give her space to just go. The scriptures talking about give the river no passage. Roughly paraphrasing, you ain't supposed to you supposed to rule over her, you know. But it says, and spend not thy money with her at thy wine. Like I said, people go to bars and clubs and kick it, and what happens is it be girls' nights out, or even you got women that go on vacations and stuff like that, and it'd be like a whole woman's retreat or whatever, but you got women coming back, pregnant, man. You know why? Because they have a adulterous spirit on them. All right, they're going out there really for lust, because at the end of the day, this whole society is nothing but Rome all over again, man. And what was going on in ancient Rome? All types of wild shit. But in today's totality, with stuff that's being shown on TV, social media, stuff like that, you know, um, it's getting promoted everywhere. It's in the eyes and faces of everybody. You know, but it says, "Leave thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire they'll fall into destruction." All right, chilling with a woman, especially another man's woman, your mind is gonna start taking more thought to this woman, and then what, you gonna start liking her, and then what, you gonna end up falling into temptation and then destruction. Trying to deal with the woman. All right, especially when she's married, because that's the only time that's adultery. But even though in these times, basically, everybody is an adulterer, because you're supposed to have a woman before, as she's a virgin, man. But that's like I said, growing up here in Babylon, it's confusion. All right, but yeah, you getting with a married woman, or a woman that's betrothed. All right, you going off, man. And the wages for that sin is death, man. You know, this is Job 24:15. It says the eye also of the adulterer waited for twilight, talking about at night. You know, because a person that's how a lot of things, you know, especially like I said within the workforce or even these social media platforms, how people meet, you know, Tinder and whatnot. You know, you got people that's to be bored on their phones and they what end up messaging a person. All right, and the whole time a lot of people even know that that a person could be married and they still go forth with the act. But saying that to say this, a lot of people creep off at night, man. Like that one song TLC made, I believe. So I creep out, keep it on the down low. You know, that's what that song was about. It says, saying, "No eye shall see me," and disguise of his face. All right, and that's what people do. They sneak and creep out, man, on their husband. You know, and the act of what? Adultery. All right. This is Habakkuk 1:4. I quoted it. It says, "Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth." Right, because over here in Babylon, you know, the penalty of adultery is what? You know, nothing. All right, is not looked at at anything. All right, you know, yeah, a person can go get divorced, but what's the true, you know, judgment that's supposed to come from that? You know, is to be what? Unalive. All right, even if the man do it himself, or if that person be brought forth. All right, and that's why I'm gonna keep going. It says, "Therefore the law is slack, and judgment never doeth go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous," especially with the unrighteous ways. All right, 'cause like I said, this is Rome all over again. The stuff they was doing at Rome, they're doing it back now. All right, these Romans, these Edomites, man, they all freaks, man. You know, all the abominable things they was doing, and they already trying to pass other laws to where they can just, you know, do whatever. You know, they got it to where you can marry a car, you can marry anything, you can be anything over here. All right, so being an adulterer is one of the least that they worry about. So, you know, they've been out the game, man. It says it says for the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded, man. So yeah, as long as these devils is in rule, you know, it's gonna be all type of wickedness going on here. You know, they got it to where a woman can be a man, changing organs and stuff like that. A man could be a woman doing the same thing. They're turning things upside down. All right. This is Proverbs 6:32. It says, "But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding." Why? Because you not you can't be, you know, I mean, understand that, you know, coming well in the world, but you know, coming into this truth, you know, you gotta lack understanding, man. All right. It says, "He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul," because you doing that is what the penalty is, what being unalive. All right, but people, you know, go around doing what they doing as thy will, man. All right, not thinking judgment gonna come unto them. You know, this is Proverbs 6:33. It says, "A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away." All right, we already know that King David had mercy. All right, but at the same time, you know, he still had to go through a lot with that. You know, his son died. All right, he had one of his kids trying to kill him. You know, go after him. You know, he still deal with a lot with that. But at the same time, who knows if you gonna get the mercies of David, man? You know, It says, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. All right, I remember. I can't remember what was it, Samuel that said that this sin is ever before you. You know. So, like I said, who knows who's gonna get the mercies of David with that? You know. But like I said, people just going out here doing this like 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 it's not a problem, man. And I'm pretty sure brothers have seen the videos that the elders been putting out. You know. But this is Proverbs 6:34. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man." All right, and that's why when a man finds out that another man been plowing with his heifer, man, then you know what can you say? All right, especially if that man loves and really loves that woman, got kids, got a family, and you want to destroy that family, man. He got every right to take you out, man, and it's justified by that, man. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance, man. He ain't sparing nothing, none of that ain't boring, they ain't trying to hear shit." Verse 35, it says, "He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content." All right, 'cause there's nothing you're gonna be able to say to a man who's who like I said, man, that's that man's possession, man. All right, and you went and defiled it. You know, there ain't no amount of money you can give him to spare from his thoughts of what he gonna want to do, or he ain't gonna rest until he know he fulfill his anger, man. This is and it says, "Though thou givest many gifts." All right, but this is Leviticus 20 and 10. I'm ending with this. It says, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death, man." And that's the bottom line with that. You know, is that's the law. All right, and a lot of people gonna receive that punishment. You know, when the Lord come back. All right, because He rewarding everybody to their works, man. You know, at least the Lord have mercy. But at the end of the day, like I said, the point was made. Lord willing, this was edifying to the Lord's elect. Until next time, shalom.